Good morning, guys. It's hard to believe that the holiday travel season is already upon us, but it is November, and Phoenix and the Grand Canyon actually ranked 11th and 12th on this list. And of course, you may be wondering, well, yes, our warmer weather had something to do with that, but it's not just that. Cost was actually the #1 factor why people picked Phoenix over a destination like New York or LA. For example, the cheapest nonstop flight or round-trip flight on American Airlines from Kansas City to Phoenix for the week of Christmas is $409, and from Kansas City to New York City on those same exact dates, it's $598. Travel expert and CEO of hotel booking website Super.com, Hussein Faisal, says when polled, travelers noted weather, safety, food, and entertainment were all important factors, but cost ranked consistently as the biggest reason travelers picked Phoenix as their holiday destination over another location.
We asked our travelers, what's important to them when looking to book travel. Cost was actually one of the most important things that they looked at. And things are a little bit tighter for a lot of Americans, so they are looking to stay a little bit closer to home.
Entertainment is another important factor. The Grand Canyon is one of the 7 natural wonders of the world, but Phoenix has also hit it really big this year in entertainment. We, of course, hosted the Super Bowl, the WM Phoenix Open, now the World Series, and in just a couple months, we'll be hosting the Final Four. So lots of big things happening in Phoenix this year. All right, guys, I'll send it back to you.
What a boring place. There's nothing going on.
And you know what? The secret's out. Everybody knows now, right?
Yeah, right?
Thank you so much, Sarah.